It's Tracey and Noelle. They're gonna make you LOL on 90 Day Fiance Trash Talk.
Hello and welcome to 90 Day Fiance Trash Talk. I'm your host, comedian Tracey Carnazzo. I'm joined by my equal host, Noelle Winters Herzog, the comedian.
Hi, hello. I have lipstick on my teeth.
Oh, okay, good. I have lipstick on my mouth.
Looks very good. Oh, it's all gone. Okay,
They
good.
say you can't put lipstick. Anyway, but look at us.
I know where you were going with that.
But look at us.
Look at us, Tracey.
We both have it on. This is episode 207 of 90 Day Fiance Trash Talk. We're here to talk about Happily Ever After season 7, episode 20, The Tell All Part 3.
This wasn't terrible, but this could have been 2 episodes of a tell-all or 1 if they tried hard enough.
I'm gonna go with no. They had to try hard to make it 4.
But it's like I don't need to see them. Not that it's not fun. I don't need to see them afterwards. I don't need to see the cuts. Right? I don't have to see you eating your salad backstage.
I would be so mad.
Me too.
I'd be like, so we don't get like any rest.
Right? We don't have any time where I don't have to be on.
So what I do think is, I think they go back to their cubbies, right? Because it's just like one.
It's like a hospital area. Yeah.
I think they all go behind their hospital bedrooms. They lay down, they get an IV, and then they're like, okay, we're going to film you guys talking now.
Right.
And then they
what
have
is
to
the
go.
point?
It's like, we got to film you. We're going to film, and we're going to film someone filming us.
Kim was eating
filming you
scrambled eggs or mac and cheese. Not sure which they were. Couldn't tell. But and it's like, this poor girl can't even just eat.
One you love, one you hate.
Yes.
One
I was at
one
Stop
I
and
love.
Shop. I just bought 25 different boxes of mac and cheese. Not 25, but something like that.
Okay. A lot of
One
them.
you love. No, you love both, don't you?
I can't eat, I'm gluten free. I don't know if you know.
But you could have gluten-free mac and cheese.
Yeah,
well,
but who's
it would
making
have
that
to be
for-
homemade. Yeah.
Who's making that for me? Noelle, if you guys want to hear more of this amazing report and also all about every single kind of macaroni and cheese that Noelle just bought, go to patreon.com/trash talk podcast, where you will find all of our bonus episodes, including 90 Day Fiance, The Single Life, Unexpected. Should we cover Darcy and Stacy?
I mean, we could. You
I
say
think
yes.
we should.
Okay.
I love them. You hate it?
Are these these outfits? Are these episodes an hour and a half too? Because you have to find another co-host if you want me to watch another episode. No, I don't hate it. I actually don't hate it. My problem with Darcy and State, I don't think so either. I think my problem is like I feel bad how mentally ill Darcy is. That's what it is.
Yeah, I mean,
because it's like
not great,
right? But it's like
we're making fun of someone who's like not okay.
Yes, that's what
I understand. Well, if you want to hear that, patreon.com/trash talk podcast. That's who we are. We absolutely love every single person that listens. And also, I just want to let you know, if you're not listening to us and watching us on YouTube, make sure you do that. Trash Talk Podcast on YouTube. We have 90 Day Fiance Trash Talk, Teen Mom Trash Talk, Catfish Trash Talk. And also we have a brand new TikTok page. So make sure you're following that Trash Talk Podcast.
I thought you were going to say we have a brand new podcast. I'm like, do we?
You were about to quit again. Well, Noelle, you don't have
Noelle. I don't.
All right, so let's jump in the pool. Angela is upset at how Ed is acting. How ironic is this?
Right? It's like, oh, you don't like that Ed's being disrespectful?
I know, but it's like when Angela's mad that you're not acting right, it's
you
like
must be a real jerk.
Right.
I would also I'd rather have Ed mad at me than Angela.
Yes. And I'd also rather date Angela than Ed.
Me too. 100%.
There's not even a question.
It's not a question.
I would buy her Newports. I would
buy her a jumper.
Thank you. That's what I was going to say. I would buy her some stripper clothes. I would buy her Newports. I would get her ponytails, and everything would be amazing.
You'd be like, let me curl your ponytail this morning.
And then I would take the curler to it and it would melt because it is plastic.
Oh, it is plastic. It's so shiny. It's like Barbie hair. It's very funny.
I mean, I think you meant beautiful. So Andre, Angela, and Hovey are talking to Ed, and he said that he just doesn't know how to be in a relationship.
It's like as soon as someone tries to call him out on something, it's like, oh, I don't know. So that's an excuse. Why are you in a relationship then?
Okay, but he wasn't in a relationship with Rose either, remember?
Well, that's right.
Happened.
It's so funny how they bring Rose on and they're like, this is Ed's ex. And then Ed's like, I haven't been in a relationship in 14 years. It's like
20 years. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, what? Yeah.
So Angela was like, if you don't know how to be in a relationship, then leave her alone.
Leave her alone.
Angela is the voice of reason. Angela is the voice of reason.
I know. And it's like, the more I watch this, I don't know why, the more I watch this, the more juvenile Jovi becomes to me.
Yeah.
Like, it's like he's shrinking in his suit. I'm watching his suit become oversized, like he's wearing his dad's suit.
Ooh.
Yeah. I don't know what's happening. I guess because like Andre's such an adult.
Yeah.
Angela's
Andre's like,
obviously
shut
an
up,
adult.
Jovi.
Yeah.
Go to the strip
It's
club.
so funny. But Jovi is more likable though now too.
Oh, way more likable.
Yeah.
So I will tell you,
Yeah.
Liz is alluding to the fact that she feels very validated by what Rose said.
Oh, yeah, she is. I blacked
And I'm
out
like,
for a second.
yeah. And I'm
Yeah.
like, good for her. I'm glad that she didn't take
I'm
it as an attack.
I'm glad she's not mad at her.
Yeah. No, I'm glad that she didn't take it as an
Mhm.
attack. I'm glad that she sees like, oh, wow, he actually didn't change. He was like that to her too.
Right. It's like, it's not just me. It's not, I think it does something for her self-worth.
Yes.
Right. Like, oh,
Yes.
he treated, even though he shouldn't treat anybody bad, he treated someone else bad. It's not just me.
Sure.
Right.
So now Yara tells Shida to have faith in that.
Okay, Yara, thank you
everything-
so much for
Yeah.
that.
Bilal talks to Andre about being civil with Libby's family, and Ed chimes in and everyone's like, shut up, Ed.
I know. I love that. Andre's like, I don't care what you have to say, but I like what they're saying to him because
Mhm.
as much as they're wrong, Andre doesn't stop either though.
Yeah, it's like, stop, who cares?
Yeah.
Who cares?
Right. Just pretend. Who cares? You don't live
Right.
with them.
That's a good Noelle advice, actually.
Yep.
So Jenny feels very sorry for Liz. And
I feel sorry for Jenny. Nobody lets her talk. This
I know,
whole thing she hasn't
but
spoken.
Shida is victim blaming Liz.
Yeah, I know. It's like, okay, Shida.
She's like, yeah, but you don't know that like Liz says bad things to Ed. And it's like, shut up, Shida.
Yeah, Shida, who asked you?
Oh no, Bilal told me in private. It's like, I don't care what Liz says to Ed.
Mm-hmm. No, Bilal seems credible too.
Yeah, well, Ed said that he's not giving the ring back to Liz, and he's not, and he might never.
Right. I don't know if I ever will.
Oh my God. I hope you.
I hope you
do.
don't. Guess what? I saw a post on Reddit. They're still together. They were like walking around shopping yesterday.
Perfect. Well,
Mhm.
Ed gave Liz a half-ass apology, and Ed just said that he just can't accept who Liz is, and
it's unforgivable.
Unforgivable, and he also has no clue where she is, and he's giving her space.
Right. It's like, so you don't know where she is. That the definition of space? That's literal space.
She's in space. Well, she
Yeah.
wasn't in space because she gets out of the Uber black. Like, she has been running around the trailer park all night long.
She has been running around the mountain where she comes.
What happened?
I don't know. I don't think Liz is well. And the more I watch her, the more I'm like, oh, you're not well even when Ed isn't around.
No,
Like,
this
you're
has
just
nothing
not
to
well.
do-
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like, you're not well ever.
Like, I wish she did this to get on TV.
Oh, me too. It would make so much more sense. Like Darcy, really.
Yeah, it's like, okay, good.
Yeah.
Good. She did this to get on TV. Perfect.
Yes.
All right. Well, he apologized to her, and then she got upset about something, and he said that she was performing again.
Okay, that makes me want to put his head through a wall.
I know. Well, Ed said that quote, yesterday was the worst day of my life, and she's like, you've had worse days.
Yeah, that was the worst day of your life.
Well,
Give me a
now we're
break.
going to talk about Kim and Usman.
This is rough.
Yeah, it's upsetting because it's like,
Yeah.
just stop.
Well, that's the thing. And it's kind of, I don't know. I see so much insecurity in Liz that I can relate to. And it just makes me feel sad for
Kim.
her. Mm-hmm.
Oh,
What did
you
I
said
say
Liz.
to who?
You said Liz.
Oh,
It's okay.
I meant in Kim. Yes.
Well, both.
Well, actually in both, but I can relate much more to Kim than to Liz.
Yes. So she said that Usman's her best friend and he loves her, but it's just not working.
And they talk every day still. Not healthy.
Stop talking to him.
Uh-uh.
He said that the only reason that they're not together is about having a kid.
I hate that he keeps saying throughout this whole thing, she can't give me a child. She can't give me a child. Like, that's all her worth is based on. I hate
but we
that.
knew this.
I know, but the way he says it, he's so like nasty.
Well, he's trying. Well, here's the thing. I will defend him a tiny little bit.
Tell me.
He's yelling because he feels like no one's listening to him.
And
He's
they're
saying,
not.
this is the bottom line,
Mm-hmm.
and this is why we're not together. It's half true.
Agreed.
It's half true. He knew what he was getting himself into.
Yes.
He knew that at the end of the day, he could use this as an excuse.
Yes.
He forced her to break up with him. And it makes her feel better about herself to say that she broke up with him.
Well, that's the
He's
other
playing
thing.
her like a fiddle even through the breakup.
Right. Well, that's the thing. And she keeps saying, well, I'm the one that broke up with him. Well, I'm the one that broke up with him. And
Yeah, you
I've
broke
been
up with
that
him
person.
because he said, if you don't break up with me, I'm going to choke you to death.
Right. And it's like, well, I made the decision. And it's like, did you though? Really? Did you?
Right. Because you would get back with him in a minute if he would say
Right.
he doesn't want to have a kid.
Yes.
There's something about him, like technically maybe he's not wrong.
Right.
But he is.
Yes. I get it. Yes.
So,
like on paper, he's not wrong.
Exactly. Well, it's like, well, I told her I want to have a kid. She can't give me a kid. So we have to break up. And it's like, well, that's not really what happened.
Right. But if you just heard the story, it makes sense.
Yes. Also, Jamal said that Usman is selfish, and Jamal comes out and Kim's like holding on to him for dear life. I feel so bad for her.
Jamal says that Usman has psycho baggage, and I thought that was so funny. Like, what does that mean? Put it? I don't know. Just psycho baggage. It's like, I think if anything, like Liz might have some psycho baggage. I don't know about Usman, but I thought it was very funny.
Maybe he does. So Jamal basically, without saying I told you so, is like, I told you so.
Yes.
He's like, I saw this coming.
But he loves his mom. I think he's just frustrated.
No, he is. And he said that basically Usman forced Kim to end it.
Which I totally believe.
And now Ed makes a point that I hate that I agree with.
That Usman looks like an opportunist?
Well, he says, can we just talk about the elephant in the room? And Sean goes,
Ed, right. Okay, Ed.
Okay, Ed, you want to talk about yourself again?
Also, random statement here.
Yeah.
If the audience knows that this is 2 days, why do they have to wear the same outfits?
Why did they wear the same outfits?
Right.
Why did they wear the same outfit on day 2 and 3, but not on day 1?
Right. But we know. It's not like we don't know.
But are they going to wear a different one on 4?
No, I don't know.
Or do they go back to the first outfit?
It flips me out.
Yes. And I'm like, what? If you told me that I have to wear the same thing again, I'd be like, oh, I'm not going to.
So what I was thinking was, like, Tracey and I would buy 2 of the same outfit or 3 of the same outfit. Yep. That's like the girls on Unexpected. That's what made me think of this, how they have to wear the same thing. You can't wash it.
Yeah. Just stop. We know that you're doing interviews at different times.
Yeah.
Stop.
Right. We know. We don't care.
Gross.
Doesn't matter. Yeah.
Gross. So Ed was saying that he thinks that Usman was trying to stay relevant to promote his music, and that's why he went on the show in the first place. And guess what?
He's so right. And I hate that he's right, but he's so right.
It might not, because everyone's like, oh, it's to come to America. And it's like, well, he married Lisa and he didn't try to come to America.
I think that he wants to gain traction in America, but I don't think right now his goal, he doesn't have to come to America. Yep. He wants his music in America. He wants fans in America, which obviously he had in Kim.
Of course, but also he's, getting verified. He's getting tons of followers.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, it's working.
We're talking about him on a podcast.
Hello.
Right. It's working.
You listen to his album all day long on repeat. It's working.
Over and over and over again. I am a super fan.
You're in his DMs. It's working.
It is working.
Wait, hold on. I have an itch on my back.
Okay, when Tracey does this, it very much upsets me because I don't know why she feels the need to scratch with a scissor.
I don't have anything near me besides
you need
scissor.
A back scratcher
right at my desk.
I don't know. My grandmother had a little hand. It was probably real, knowing my grandmother.
It was a child's hand.
Yeah. But yeah, that's what you need. I'll make you watch.
Out of who?
Can't tell you. I can't say it on air. Chico's paw. I'll make you a paw scratcher.
Poor Chico. He's like,
oh, he doesn't need all those paws.
Why? Because Tracey's back is itchy.
Yep. Sorry, Chico.
Oh, Noelle, that is very upsetting.
What are you gonna do?
It is super upsetting. So, Ed's like, okay, well, he's a scammer. Everyone's calling him a scammer, Usman.
Right.
And she's like, listen, I'm telling you, you can't fake a whole relationship.
Kim, I hate to break the news to you. Seen it happen on the show more than once.
Seen it in real life.
Yeah, I see it now in real life.
I've done it.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Not that hard.
Yeah, for years. Also, fake a whole relationship. You see him for 2 weeks.
Well, that's the thing. You guys live something like 7,000 miles from each other. I could fake that.
I'm dating Usman right now and Kim.
But that's what I mean. I'm dating Michael. You know what I mean? Like, you could fake this.
Well, I don't know what's going on there, but you know what you can't fake?
What?
Your love for Factor.
I love Factor, Tracey.
Okay, I got to tell you. So, Nick, our producer,
Mm-hmm.
has been eating Factor meals, telling us all about them, and we've been eating Factor meals. And this new year, you've got goals, and Factor is here to help you achieve each and every one of them. You can save time and have the energy you need to tackle everything on your to-do list with Factor's ready-to-eat meals delivered straight to your door. You can get Factor and not only skip the trip to the grocery store, but you could skip the chopping, the prepping, the cleaning. Factor's fresh, never frozen meals are ready in just 2 minutes.
I love it.
So all you have to do is heat and enjoy. So no matter what your lifestyle, Factor has the meals to help you live to the fullest with keto, calorie smart, vegan, and veggie, protein plus meals on the menu each week. So they're prepared by chefs and approved by dietitians. And each meal has all of the ingredients you need to feel satisfied all day long with 34 chef prepared, dietitian approved weekly options. There's always something new to try. Plus, you can round out your meal and replenish your snack supply with an assortment of 36 plus quick bites, smoothies, juices, and more satisfying add-ons. If you're looking to cut back on takeout, you can get Factor instead. Not only is Factor cheaper than takeout, but the meals are ready quicker than the restaurant delivery in just 2 minutes.
2 minutes.
Eating vegan or veggie is a snap with Factor because each meal is prepared by chefs.
Mm-hmm.
They know that your Factor meal has all the ingredients that you want and nothing that you don't. And if you're looking to mix it up, you can add a protein to vegan and veggie meals each week.
Love that.
Get your Factor and enjoy clean eating without the hassle. Simply choose your meals and enjoy fresh, flavor-packed meals delivered right to your door, ready in just 2 minutes. There's really no easier way to eat. Achieve and maintain your goals this year with Factor. Get America's #1 ready-to-eat meal kit and start saving time eating well and living your best year ever. I'm trying to pull up exactly what Nick was eating. Some crazy ones this week.
I want to tell you my favorite part about it is like Christmas, because we're like, Nick, what are you going to have tonight?
Well,
it's like, I can't wait for him to tell me.
He had the pesto salmon with cream spinach and tomato butter and haricot vert. That was one of his meals. He had the keto poblano bowl with roasted broccoli, rice, and scallion sour cream. He had the keto Monterey spinach chicken with sun-dried tomato Alfredo and cauliflower gratin. And then he also had a Tuscan tomato chicken with braised kale and cauliflower.
Yum.
And he's been having smoothies every single day too. Head to factor75.com/90day60 and use code 90day60 for 60% off your first box. That's code 90day60 at factor75.com/90day60 to get 60% off your first box. And as always, it will be right down there in the show notes.
Show notes.
Usman said that he can prove that he loves Kim.
Okay, how?
He said that because he has sex with her. That's how you know.
But then Kim was breaking up with him, saying, we don't even have sex.
Well, anymore.
Right. No. She was saying in the hotel room that they didn't have sex.
They were stopping.
Yes.
But he said that he would just have to be in love with someone.
Because Shida doesn't think that he's in love with her.
She thinks that he has love for her.
Right, which is exactly what I think too.
Okay, so here's the thing. Sean asked about the second wife and is like, well, how could you have sex with the second wife? This is a stupid point.
Yeah, come on.
I don't know. Why is this an argument? Shut up.
Why
Sean.
why do we even need to be talking about this?
This is so stupid. Right. He said that this is cultural. And then they replay the meeting of the young woman. And Kim never saw that before. And he had asked for her phone number.
And Kim was like, I didn't see that.
Right. But also it's okay. We're just moving on from him
also
regardless.
It doesn't matter. Yeah. None of this
Usman
matters.
is so mad. He is yelling. Kim is crying. And she is relieved that she's not with him though. There is a part of her that's relieved.
I love when they ask her, like, is there any chance of rekindling?
Says no.
She says no. Good for her.
I know. Well, he said that, we fight all the time, but I apologize. So that's fine.
That doesn't mean anything.
So stupid.
When Jamal hugs her and he said, "Ooh, it reminds me of me and my dad." He goes, "It's me and you." That's what my dad used to say to me, and it's just so sweet. No, but it's like a single parent, one kid. It's like it's so sweet because he's like, I got you, mom. It's very nice.
Yes.
I feel bad for Kim. Her sister just died the other day.
Oh,
yeah, it's really sad. Like after losing her mom, now she lost her sister. You guys send her some prayers, send her some love. Yeah, this just happened like 2 days ago. I know.
Terrible. I'm so sorry, Kim. So she says that she won't get back with him. So
good for her. I'm so glad that she said that. I'm so glad that she wasn't like, if he changes his mind about kids.
Exactly.
You're right. It's her decision.
Or maybe one day in the future.
Right. Good for you, Kim.
Yeah. So now Liz, she said that she's not wearing her wedding ring, but she's wearing a different ring instead because she just feels like weird not wearing a ring.
Give me a break. Honestly, give me a break.
Feel like, oh, okay.
Do you know how many times I go out without my ring on? I don't feel weird.
Do you feel divorced?
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. You don't even notice. It's like, oh, good. Less things on my hands.
So Ed had sent Rose a message the day before he proposed to Liz.
I hate that so much.
And he's so mad. So he's going to focus on Jenny, right? Ed's going to focus on how he's mad that Jenny said that she doesn't understand their relationship. He said that's very rude to say that.
But here's the thing. Jenny of everyone is so nice.
Jenny goes, where did you find this guy?
Oh my God. And she storms out. Good for her.
And Ed goes, India. And she's like, I wouldn't even approve you for a visa.
I like Jenny. I do.
I know, but Ed's always like trying to like he always like thinks he has zingers.
Oh, and he doesn't like what you would say sick burn. Right.
Oh,
no, he's like a loser. Right. It's like, oh, really wow, where'd you get this one?
All right. So Liz starts showing Shida the receipts from the dating website.
Yes.
And he says, prove that was me.
Give me a break.
Okay.
But also, I don't have my laptop here. So you only go on what?
He goes, I don't even have that app on my computer. Right. Who says that?
Liz. I mean, Ed, I guess.
I know. He's trying to confuse her.
It's not on your phone. He's trying to confuse her. Obviously, it's on his phone. But
he's like, how would I do that?
Laptop, though.
He's like, how would I do that? I don't even have a desktop.
Right.
And she's like, oh. Yeah, I guess that's
She's like,
true.
actually, that makes sense. He doesn't have a desktop.
Right.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. How would I do that? My Atari is not even set up.
Oh my God. My Atari, my beta. I can't watch anything on my beta right now.
How can I even listen? Because my 8-track's not working.
I was just thinking 8-track.
Wow. We have one brain.
We're in sync.
We are in sync. So he was active 2 hours ago on the website. He's like, yeah, how would that happen?
Oh, that makes me so angry because it's like, just look at his phone. Just look at his phone.
He's like, how would that happen?
Ugly mug up to it. So
how would that happen? I don't even have a BlackBerry.
Right. I don't even have a pin.
Wow. Sure. My Nextel's broken. There's no way I could have been on that dating website.
What did you used to call it? Boop.
My boop boop.
I'll boop you later. I'll boop boop you later
boop, boop.
Or whatever.
Boop boop.
That was crazy. I can't believe we had Nextels.
That was so much fun.
Yeah.
I really missed that. Maybe we should get them. We could get them.
You and I could Nextel all day.
You would have to get divorced. Your husband would leave you.
No, I would just be like, Tracey, I have to shut my phone off right now. That would be awesome.
But I was like, Noelle, what are you doing?
Right.
It's just me yelling in your house all the time.
And he'd be like, oh God, it's your wife.
Please throw this phone away. It broke. How could I have been? I don't know. I don't know how your Nextel broke. Maybe it was an Asian dating website.
I don't know how it's in 1,000 pieces in the driveway outside.
I have no clue. Prove it was me.
You can't prove it was me active 2 hours ago on breaking your phone.
Active on breaking your phone. I love it. All right. Well, we're moving on to Bilal and Shida.
Also, let me just say this. Everyone again online is saying, you see Shida at the tell-all? She's pregnant. She's pregnant?
No, she's not.
But
why wouldn't she say it?
But I mean, why does it? First of all, I hate when everybody constantly speculates about pregnancy. She wore an oversized shirt during one of her yoga classes, and now this, and everybody's saying she's pregnant because she rubbed her stomach. Maybe she had gas. Maybe she had too much scrambled eggs with Kim.
Maybe she had too much scrambled egg mac and cheese. Noelle, I don't like this. I don't like a lot of things about this.
Me too.
Okay, good. So he said he wants to have a kid now.
Right.
And they tried 2 or 3 times. And he said that he wants to have a kid now because he sees how emotional she was.
Right. But I think that he meant more like she doesn't usually get upset about things, and I saw how upset she got.
Yeah. Okay, but that's not a reason to have a kid.
No, but people have kids for the worst reasons. You
yeah,
know that.
I see that. So it was just upsetting. He said that he's been buying baby clothes.
Yeah, that's weird. That's just weird.
Okay, so this is the thing.
Yeah.
What if she can't get pregnant?
Right. You're going to, I guess, donate the baby clothes. Maybe they'll adopt. I don't know.
Okay, but what if she can't get pregnant and then she has to have all these
it doesn't seem like she wants to get pregnant anyway.
All right.
What was that?
Do you hear that?
Yeah, what is that?
my Google Home is just talking to me.
Yeah, I heard something talking.
It did it last night too.
That's okay. Alexa made up.
Don't say her name.
No, she's not in here with me. Sorry.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
She recited a poem the other night. I was like, what the hell is happening right now? I'm sitting in my dining room. She starts saying, this is the second time that's happened.
Great.
Yeah.
Perfect.
And I was like, oh, this is terrifying.
Great. That's amazing. So they go to see a fertility herbalist. So can I translate that?
Yeah, please do.
They went to the health food store. They went to Vitamin World.
Right. Okay. That's what I thought. They went to Forces of Nature in Sheepshead Bay. Right. I don't know.
They got a smoothie afterwards.
I black out with things like this. I can't talk prostates. So like I go like, boop.
Yeah. I also shut off a lot of my brain for this. You went to the health food store. You didn't see a fertility herbalist.
I know. They made it seem like they went to like some holistic doctor.
Yeah. A doctor usually doesn't work at Vitamin World or
Right.
GNC. You went to GNC.
You definitely went to GNC. He got some protein powder while he was there.
He did. They got a smoothie on the way out.
Yum.
Peanut butter banana. Yeah.
Okay. That works.
They used the powdered peanut butter and the chocolate.
I have some of
protein.
that.
Yeah. No, I know. That's what happens. I don't know why we're pretending that GNC is a doctor.
Yeah, that was silly. It's like, here, you could have this tea. You won't be constipated anymore.
It's called tummy tea.
It's called colon blast.
It's called baby in your tummy tea. No. Very, very bad. Yeah, I mean, like after you drink this tea,
right,
you're gonna have so much room in your body for other people. Like
right.
Babies
and he's
growing.
gonna have more jizz volume too, apparently. So
Well,
you'll have the room for it.
Yeah, the smoothie. That's why.
That's what it is. He had
That's
a
how
jizz
you know.
voluminizing smoothie.
Great.
I'm gonna tell Matt to go get one of those.
And
Go
then
ask
do
for that
what?
specifically. No, but I just wanted to ask for it specifically.
He gets that at the gym, I think, right?
Then he gets relieved at the firehouse. But that's another story.
Oh my God, guys. Stop. All right. So now she doesn't want to focus on having kids. She wants a kid, but not now. What?
Because he gave in, I think. That's what I
Okay.
really think it is.
So I'm confused. Okay, now I understand not trying to focus on it because they say that like if you focus on the stress, blah blah blah. But Shida actually seems to be preventing them from having a
Right.
child.
She's telling him, let's use protection.
Noelle.
Yeah.
She said that she has reasons and she'll talk about them later.
And so Sean's like, well, can you talk about him now? This is your time.
This is your segment.
Yeah, this is the time. We
Don't,
don't
like, text me.
We're not going to have a fifth part of this.
Right. But also don't text me later.
Right. Tell me now.
So she said that Bilal isn't open with her about finances. They don't have a joint account. He's cheap. And then they bring Bilal's friend Chris in for no reason that says
Chris is combative, by the way.
And then so the only thing that he says that I wrote down is he's got a good sense of humor if you're paying attention.
Yes.
Okay, great. Then they bring Uterus.
Yep.
And they're fighting. And I blacked out because now Chris is fighting with Uterus. I don't care.
No, me neither. Now I'm like, are these two going to hook up or not? You
All
know?
right, well, Liz said that Shida will feel better when she has her own money.
Right, which is absolutely true. But I think, okay, I know nobody likes Bilal. I think that in some ways, Shida has proven she's a bit irresponsible, maybe immature to Bilal. So he's a little nervous. What he should do is be like, okay, I'm going to open this joint account. I'm going to put $100 in it, or I'm going to put $1,000 in it and see what she does with it.
Right.
You know what I mean? I don't think that's wrong.
Right. And then she buys 5 pounds of gummy bears.
Right.
And he's like, this is why we can have a kid.
Right. Well, especially she does it at the movie theater, apparently. But also, who the hell buys the stuff at the movie theater? I will bring my own stuff to the movie theater. It's like $10 for Milk Duds.
Who does that?
Yeah. She's wrong. She lost me there.
Yeah, that's called but one of them said you make it like he's not being cheap, like he's also being like that with himself.
Right. It's not just with you.
Yeah, he's teaching you how to, and then oh God, I don't even know who said it because I really did black out during this.
No,
part.
I know. I was saying to myself too, I'm like, Tracey is gonna hit Chris in the face. Thank God that he's
like,
not in the room.
Both
I
of
know.
you.
I know.
Shut up.
I
Can
know.
you guys fight somewhere else?
Yeah, go fight in a cage somewhere. We don't need to see this.
It's too not real character.
Good.
Like, stop.
Yeah.
Okay. So then we talk about the Brooklyn Bridge trauma. That's not real.
The pretzel trauma.
She's like, I was trying to chew it and it was just like
I
sand.
just couldn't.
It was
I
just like
couldn't.
sawdust that was making a paste. I was
It
like,
was cardboard. I'm chewing and
I wish I had a
chewing and
protein shake from
chewing.
GNC to wash it down.
I wish I had a voluminizer from GNC.
Oh, let's go to the GNC
Oh,
doctor.
God.
Oh my God. Okay.
Oh,
So
God.
he's going to propose to her and ask her if she will have his baby. And then she cries. And, she just wanted to feel confident that he wanted to have the baby.
Right. So what are the reasons? Is it because you don't trust him? He won't give you money. He's cheap. What are the reasons? Because now you're like, I think this changes things.
So he just said, can we have a baby?
Right.
And then you were like, oh,
And then it's like, oh,
perfect.
Say no more, fam.
I'm very confused. Also, Uterus is so happy. No one cares.
Uterus, you're
Go
a bad
home.
friend. Go home, Uterus. You're
home.
drunk.
I
Go
hope.
home.
I hope.
Yeah, I'm not interested in her.
I hope you're drunk. All right. Moving on to Jenny and Sumit.
Okay.
So they're codependent. He thinks it's so nice.
They are so codependent.
I know, but he's like, yeah, no, I love it. It's so nice. Like
She's
depend on
all
her.
of my joy.
Yeah, he's like, and if you take her away from me, I have nothing. He's like, it's so nice. He does
like,
everything.
I can't even get out of bed today because she's not here.
He does everything for her. So he is catering to her. Like,
Yeah.
come on, Jenny. Come on, Jenny.
I mean, he is though.
He has a crazy work schedule in front of the fryer.
Listen, in that C, what is it? Rated C in that place, in that hostile dungeon of a fryer. That place was scary.
She's like, I love what he cooks me. He makes me mott sticks. He makes me boneless wings. He makes me corn fritters. He makes me fried galamont. He makes me all these amazing things.
My Applebee's days here. Yum.
He makes me the best bar food that India could even serve you.
Yeah, he works at a fine gastropub.
And I love that he just never washes his hands.
Never, not once.
Or cleans the kitchen. It's more authentic like that.
One time we had a deep fried mouse.
The legs were so crispy. It was delicious. Great. All right, guys. This is why you have to subscribe to us on YouTube, because Noelle is impersonating the deep fried mouse.
Very silly today.
Very amazing. So now Jenny sees the footage of him telling his family he's gonna have a baby.
She looks like she's watching a car crash.
Okay, but it was just funny because she's like, "Oh no, thank you."
No,
like,
it's lying. Just I like that she's cool with it. She's not
she
like
just takes it. She's like,
mad
yeah,
at
okay, then
him.
leave me.
Right, because she's like, well, then he shouldn't have married me if he wanted a kid.
Right. She's like, I told you 20 years ago I didn't want to have a kid. You think I would have a kid 20 years later?
But then he's like, I told my whole family when I was 21 or 23 that I didn't want to have a kid.
Right. But now she's like, whatever. You were lying to your parents. It's fine. And he's like, no, I was lying to them, but I did not lie to them. That's what he said. He's like,
well,
I did not lie.
That's him. That's him. That's how he talks.
He took Ed's class.
Yes.
He took Ed's telling the truth class. How to tell the truth by Ed. No neck Ed. So Angela said that Sumit has a lot of time after Jenny's dead to have a kid. Jenny's probably like, yeah, do whatever you want when I'm dead. Just leave me alone.
Got a good 10 years left. Go ahead. No, I love Jenny. I do love Jenny.
I know, but that's such a funny way of thinking about it, because that's what Angela's selling Michael on.
Well, yeah. I mean, is
that's
she
so
wrong,
funny.
though?
No, I think that's hilarious. Just like you can have
Kim should have just tried that.
I know. Yeah, but Kim's
I don't know how old Usman though is. Is it comparable to how old
34
is?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess to me, yeah, because Jenny met me when he was 23, I think.
All right. That's crazy. All right. So Sumit and Jenny hang out with his brother and the devil now. They all hang out in a foursome.
No, everyone's fine.
They double date now. His mom and dad still hate her. And I love how his brother's wife, his sister-in-law, she talks to Sumit now. Great.
The sister-in-law, I really just don't like her. Every time she says anything, I'm like, everything, because all I think about is her making fun of Jenny. And it's like, I can't get over it.
Oh no, I know.
Mhm.
So the sister-in-law also is like, you know what? I don't know. Your mom would have never stopped the wedding. I don't know why you would have thought that. And even Submit's like, that's stupid and not true.
Right.
So his dad blesses them.
Okay, shocked the hell out of me because they built it up. They fooled me. They built it up like he was not saying anything.
But I bet you anything.
Yeah.
His mom probably beats his dad every single night.
She reanimates his body. That's why he acts the way he does. Because I think that he's okay. He seems to be
care.
okay.
He's like, yeah, I don't really care. He's like,
I like that he's like, it's just about his happiness and he's happy.
So the sister-in-law still will not invite them to things because the mother doesn't accept her. And Jenny's like,
and she does all the invites.
Yeah, he's like, yeah, my mom, she like invites me all the time to.
My mom goes to Cedarhurst Paper. She gets all the invites.
She gets matching balloons. They match the invites. They match the invitations. Oh my God.
Oh man.
Noelle.
Yeah.
I was thinking about this, right? So
What?
Ed's like, that's unacceptable.
Right.
You could never go somewhere without your wife. And Jenny's like, Ed, shut up.
Yeah.
I don't
want him. I want him.
I don't want to go. I don't want to go. Okay. Now here's the thing. I know that you like your in-laws.
I do.
But if you did not like your in-laws,
yeah,
you wouldn't want to go anywhere, right? You
right.
wouldn't want to. So they don't want you to socialize, and like you also don't want to socialize.
Right.
And they're like, you're not allowed to spend time with us. And you're like, oh no.
Here's the thing. I'm super close to my mother-in-law. I love my in-laws. I like you. I like to be alone a lot too.
Yeah. So it's like,
there are times they'll like do something and I'm like, and Matt just goes by himself. I don't care.
Yeah, well, that's because they hate you. And that
right. So if they did hate me, it would still be okay if he went.
As long as you are not in my house.
Right.
Yeah. You're going to go out.
Bye.
See you
Bye.
later.
I'm going to take a bath.
I'll be in the bathtub. Please leave me alone.
I'll be in the bathtub. I'll be listening to music. I'll be talking to the dogs. Go ahead.
Please leave me alone. See, that's the thing. Ed is like, no. And Jenny's like, shut up, Ed.
Because
this
Ed
is all
is
I have.
So codependent too.
I know. Well, he said that. Now we talk about Submit coming to the US.
He doesn't want to.
Okay, but also just go visit.
Well, so that's the thing. I feel like you can't make someone who hasn't even been here before say, yeah, I'm going to move there.
Just go take a.
Be like, let's
listen,
go
I'm not
visit
gonna,
my daughter.
Yeah. Why is that such a big decision?
I don't know. I think he's just nervous.
Visas. Shut up.
Yeah.
All right. So Jovi did a deep dive into Michael's Instagram.
I love him. He stalked him. I love that.
And they think that it's fake, but Angela thinks it's fake. But now she's saying maybe it's a friend running an account for him so that he could also have access. And then he just says it's not him. I mean, listen, anything is possible.
Right.
Also, it could be him and it could not be him.
Okay. So that's the thing. It could
There's
be
no
him.
way of knowing.
That's very genius though. Say it's not you.
I'm going to do that.
And the thing is,
say the craziest things to people.
Say the craziest things to people. And then
like
he probably writes captions that don't sound like him because she said he doesn't talk like that. Maybe he did it on purpose. I love that for him.
I love that for us. I'm going to do that. So she said that she just doesn't trust him. Basically, that's what's happening. So now Michael is in a shed with a lot of rain.
Oh my God, it's pouring.
But we find out that Usman is in the same shed.
Okay, that's funny though. But Usman's shed looks different. Their sheds are vastly differently decorated. No, the decorations.
No, I know, but I'm like, this
is.
So apparently they're in the same hotel.
Right.
And they're like almost planning to hang out. And Angela's like, no. And Usman's like, oh, I don't care about you. I don't care about Michael. But Michael's like, no, we're not in the same hotel.
Okay, but
you are?
He's like, we're not in the same hotel. We're basically in the same place filming.
No, you're in the same hotel. You know how I know?
How?
Because that's what TLC rented.
Okay.
And their crew is going to your hotel.
Because he's trying to say they're in the same studio, but not in the same hotel.
Oh, like they're okay. I understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
So right now they're not in the hotel.
Yes, right, exactly.
I like that. Okay.
But why can't they hang out? Who cares?
Okay, but also just say yes. Okay, perfect. I'm not going to hang out with him.
But that's how's she going to know?
Just do it.
She's so far away. You guys play this honesty thing up too much.
Stop.
Michael, you're setting some girl money and you can't pretend hang out with Usman.
Stop.
Right.
All right. So she tells him to turn his mic off and to call her, but then they film her FaceTime.
Right. So what's the point?
I don't know. Well, he said that it's a different hotel. Meanwhile,
Right.
back at the ranch.
Right. She is flipping out though. For what?
I think that it's just like she doesn't know what to do anymore. She's like, our marriage is fragile, and it's like he's not gonna.
Right.
I don't think he's gonna hook up with Usman.
I don't think so either.
I mean, I don't know how
she
fragile.
like. Well, I think she's like Liz, and she's afraid of anybody talking bad about her.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but guess what? He could turn on the television at any time. He could Google your name.
She was surprisingly quiet this episode.
She was.
Yeah.
I thought because she came in hot.
I thought she was gonna ruin everything, like Colt.
No, she didn't.
Yeah, I didn't mind it.
No, she was good. She's I think she's humbled a little bit from this cheating stuff.
I hope so.
Yeah. Well,
okay.
I don't know Noelle, but all I know is that Noelle keeps us up to date on all of the amazing gossip at 90 Day Podcast on Instagram and Twitter. Go to TikTok, Trash Talk Podcast. Follow Noelle at Noe Girl on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. I'm at Tracey Tuzini on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. TraceyCarnazzo.com for all of my upcoming stand-up comedy dates, which there are quite a few.
You got a lot coming up.
I have a lot coming up.
My mom told me.
I know. Your mom's like, you have big shows coming up. I'm like, I don't. But thank you for thinking that. Follow me at Tracey Tuzini on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok, TraceyCarnazzo.com. All of the stuff. If you want to talk about this podcast or just the show, go to 90 Day Fiance Trash Talk Podcast on Facebook.
I was holding in a sneeze. Sorry.
No, it's okay. Let it out.
No, I didn't want the people to hear it.
Give us a 5-star rating and an amazing review on whatever you listen to us on. Make sure you subscribe to us on YouTube and on audio.